Good morning. I'm coming to you this morning. I got up, feeling some drainage, allergies, this or that, but I'm really coming to you this morning because as I sit here, it's my RV, if you can tell or not, maybe, I don't know. But as I sit here this morning in the little morning nook breakfast area, whatever, that I do most mornings, and I'm reading through the Bible and I'm in Exodus, but today, I really, really thought it was important, very important to tell you. You matter, and the things you do today will matter. And sometimes we're like, what I do for work, what I do for my family, what I do for others, what I do, some of you volunteer work, does it really matter? I don't feel like it's making a difference. And remember, we do it not for ourselves to feel better, but many times you're called, like you can't help but go do that. I am away from Nevada and I volunteer at my animal shelter there. I miss those animals. It's like, it seems in me, I just want to go. There's a program for women that started back up again, and I miss that. And I told them I would be back when they started again. I miss that. It seems like there's just things in you. And then some of you are saying, no, I don't feel that way. I feel like there's nothing in me that I want to do or that makes a difference. That's a lie, because everything you do, everything will make a difference, and it matters for good or maybe not so good. So that's if we stop and think about that. So I'm not going to make this too long, because I'm starting to work with women that want to be healthy mind, body, and spirit. I am starting that, and it's called Beyond Medication Whole Health. Lifestyle changes for whole health in 90 days. After 90 days, you have this whole set that you can keep going back to and get back to health. Am I at my healthiest right now? No, because I'm eating a lot of sugar. It's bad because it is. Sugar's bad. But so I'm not at my healthiest right now, and I reevaluate, take steps back, or I just look at what have I been doing. I've not been eating the best. Why am I a little congested? Well, the environment out there. Not a lot I can do. There's been some fires that have clouded the environment, the atmosphere, and it gets a little hard for me to breathe. So what can I do about that? I have not taken prescription meds for it right now because I've been praying and just asking the Lord to help. But let me tell you, again, let's go back to you and the things you do that matter. And I'm going to give you a quick example. Okay, we like coffee. I like coffee. And I was discussing with my brother, well, coffee bothers my stomach because why are you drinking it? And that's exactly what I would tell somebody. Something bothers you. Why do you keep doing it? Are we addicted? Or we just, because we like it and I like the taste, and then just like sugar. Anyway, so I started this coffee stuff, but again, I'm going to relate to you. I started something that's, everybody on this mushroom coffee thing, but because of all the amino acids in there, a friend gave me a sample and I really liked it, so I'm doing that. So I may have, it does have some real coffee, but I drove through twice while I've been here. A couple of times. I'm not a Dunkin Donuts person, but I was with my friend and her daughter wanted Dunkin Donuts in the morning. Okay. So we're on the way to some appointment or something for her. So, okay, we drove through. And previously to that, a couple weeks ago, I walked in to a Starbucks, and usually they're very friendly. Well, in Nevada they are. Okay, I've never had like service that wasn't friendly. But again, we're talking Nevada, New Hampshire. I get that. Okay, some of you understand when I say that. So I stop and I go in there, and I really have only been going in maybe twice a month to get a Starbucks, right? So I go in there, and I'm standing there, and they have, I guess, all these online orders. I'm standing there literally 2 minutes, and the girls make it. So never looked up, said, I'll be right. I'll be with you in a moment. Yes, I can see you're busy. But I stood there. I had grabbed some healthy popcorn, whatever. And then another lady comes up behind me. Again, didn't look up once, or excuse me. I think she might have looked up, kind of never, we'll be with you after this, or give me a moment, thank you. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, okay, you know, how that big just let them movement, let them go. Well, I'm like, yeah, I need to go. I don't need this. I don't need that coffee. I definitely don't need this type of customer service. My dollars, especially dollars there spent, is extremely ridiculous when we buy Starbucks, let's face it. And I'm like, okay, except for some of their other specialty, whatever drinks. But anyway, so I'm like, I don't think so. And I just put my popcorn down and I walked out and I said, I will never go back there. And I won't. I don't need to. I'm done. I don't need to be treated like that anywhere, right? It's not a necessity. Um, what in our life is a necessity? Okay, so how did that make me feel that day? Like, I was just like, I didn't get angry per se. I just got, I didn't need coffee. So I go into my daughter. She goes, what'd you do? I said, oh, so then on her way to my daughter's house, I hit a Dunk's, okay? And I thought, I'll just stop there. I don't really know what to order here. So I went in. I actually happened to see an old friend of mine's daughter working there. And this was like 8 years ago. She was little. Now she's working at Dunk's. So I'm like, I kept looking at her and I said, are you so and so's daughter? She's like, yeah. And then, of course, she remembered Rosie. And she remembered me because I had showed her mom houses. And she was a little girl. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But she was, you know what? I remember you. And then she's like, I remember Rosie. I'm like, of course, of course. So then I ordered it. She wasn't the one waiting on me. It was another girl, very nice. And so then, um, I go to my daughter's, whatever. Okay. But back to where I went with my friend and her granddaughter or daughter. We drive through, and this guy is so happy that we're there at the drive through. But my friend's like, "How are you?" He's good. Oh good. He goes, "I'm at work," and I'm like, "Yeah, you got a job. I mean, you have a job. Yeah." I go, "And you got up this morning breathing right." Yeah. He goes, "So yeah, thanks for coming." And he was smiling, and and it makes me like want to just drive back there, and hopefully he's there to wait on me, and just I left that drive through feeling better than when I came. Now, it seems like such a little thing, and does it really matter? Yes, it mattered how he made us feel. Like, wow. And that's what I'm talking about. Care where you work, what you're doing. Forget the word customer service. Let's just say, oh, let's go to these atmosphere models. Okay. I'm just going to throw that out there. Be that atmosphere model. That's what it's about, the atmosphere. What are you modeling for people when they come through? They use your services. They come to talk to you. They've met with you and they leave. Do they feel better when they met with you? And remember, just let yourself walk away. They don't need to walk away or go anywhere. Let them stay there in that, sourpuss, whatever, whatever, ungrateful heart. I don't know what you want to call it. But your whole atmosphere can change. And you can do that for someone today with a smile, with a thank you, gratitude. I mean, come on, people. I mean, I I don't know. I mean, I don't know why that's so hard. Because like we always say, we don't know what that person's been through. I don't even know what that guy has been through. But then my friend's daughter did say, "Oh, he's there usually when I go to school and, the dad drives through. He's there." And that mattered. That smile, that little talk. So again, nothing against either of those companies. You can use them. And normally, I know when I used to go through the Starbucks, but that one I won't go through. But I did go. We were out and about into a Target. They had a Starbucks. I went and they got me on the blue coconut matcha drink, and matcha's like, so I thought in the afternoon, mid afternoon, I was so thirsty, so they gave me water, and then I ordered that. Oh, it was so good. But again, I don't want to have to feel like I just won't use that other one. I won't. And there was about 4 or 5 people working in there. So that's just how it goes, because it mattered to me. It mattered how I was treated. It should matter how you're treated. It matters how you treat people, because you can make that difference. It matters what you do, where you're working, how you go about on work. I have my children. It matters how you display these things to your kids when you're out and about, at home, especially at home. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. I know this was a long 10 minutes for some of you, and I didn't want it to be that long, but I want you to know it matters how we treat each other out there. And they don't have to know you, and especially the ones that know you. Let's spread some of that good joy and make our be that atmosphere model today.